Labour are pledging, do you remember their ringing declaration? They're going to smash the people smuggling gangs. Well, we've got some breaking news on the illegal migration front. Because we're going to go to our Home and Security editor, Mark White, for the latest. And I'm not surprised, Mark, what you're about to tell us.
Yes, indeed. We can reveal that the first small boat migrants of the new Labour government have now arrived in UK waters. They arrived in the English Channel at that halfway point just in the last few minutes. They're in the process of being taken off a small boat which was escorted across by a French patrol boat to that halfway point, and they're now being transferred onto the Border Force catamaran Hurricane for the journey back here to Dover Harbour, when they will go through what is now a routine process of being put through the Border Force Processing Centre here at Dover Harbour, before then being taken to the main processing and holding centre at Manston in Kent, and then of course being sent off to accommodation. Now it will be interesting to see in the coming days and weeks, when more of these small boat migrants arrive, as we expect, what Labour is going to do about that, because they've vowed to end the use of hotels as well. The hundreds of hotels that we saw under the last Conservative government that were requisitioned by the Home Office for use by about 50,000 migrants, tying up hotels that are vital to communities right up and down the country for sometimes years at a time. They vowed to end that. They have also, incidentally, today set up their promised small border security command, a rebranding, and we're told a different way of working with more resources that will be diverted from the Rwanda scheme, which they have also now said is dead and buried. So millions of extra pounds, according to the new government, will be siphoned away from the Rwanda scheme and put into this new border security command. That will bring together Border Force, Immigration Enforcement, the National Crime Agency and the intelligence services, with a view, according to Keir Starmer, of smashing the people smuggling gangs. That's going to be a tough ask, really, for this new unit, however well resourced it might be, because of course the people smuggling industry is not just a multi-million but a multi-billion pound international trade, and you can take one gang out but others will very quickly pop up to try to tap into that lucrative revenue stream. So a very difficult summer probably ahead for the Labour government. They will learn fairly quickly how intractable this whole issue of trying to stop the boats coming across the English Channel is, with that breaking news now that the first small boat of the Starmer government has arrived in UK waters. Around about 50, we believe, migrants on board that boat are being transferred to the Border Force vessel Hurricane.
Can I just ask you briefly, Mark, how quickly can the new Home Secretary's task force, whatever they want to call it, get to grips with the situation and, quote, smash the people smuggling gangs, something I gather the Tories never tried to do when they were in power? Ha ha.
Well, the thing about this is they have, of course, been out there trying to dismantle the people smuggling gangs for years anyway. That is what they have been tasked with by the previous Conservative government. So they're doing that. Of course, there will be the new injection of money. There will be the addition of the likes of the security services in there. And they say they will be looking at things such as migratory patterns, the routes used by the people smugglers and the like. But to be honest, the Conservative government, or at least all of the various outlets and agencies under the Conservative government, were doing just that. So let's just see if this reorganisation of the structure and the way of operation will make any difference. I think it's unlikely to make much in the way of a difference in the summer as we get into the very flat, calm conditions. We've had a week incidentally, of very bad weather. So that allowed, of course, Rishi Sunak in his dying days in office to suggest that they are lining up on the other side of the channel, waiting for a Starmer government to cross. But actually, it was a week of bad weather that prevented them from crossing. What's happened overnight is that weather conditions have calmed, and sure as night follows day, when those weather conditions calm, then of course the boats start coming again.
OK, thank you, Mark. 50 illegal immigrants coming over, presumably wearing red Labour T-shirts and Keir Starmer flip-flops.
Thumbs up saying thank you, Keir.